of you that might have tuned into Fox News and did not see Judge Jeanine Pirro, we understand, apparently this is just coming to me as news as well, that her show has been suspended tonight and did not air over at Fox News Channel. Sources close to the network telling us that's because she made a very staunch defense of President Trump and wanted to expose, or attempt to expose, the voter fraud that the Republicans and the president, I should say, are claiming took place in the election. Fox decided not to air Judge Jeanine Pirro's show because that was going to be the content of the program. It's a Saturday night show. No word if the network is going to keep the show going, but we hear that she was suspended for this weekend and they pulled the show off the air. Joining us now to talk about this is the host of Greg Kelly Reports right here on Newsmax TV. Greg, great to see you tonight. First of all, just get your reaction to the Jeanine Pirro story.
I hope she quit because I would applaud that. Fox News has lost, in my opinion, all legitimacy. Fox News was founded as an alternative to the mainstream media. The idea that the center of the country is not Manhattan, the center of the country is not the Beltway, the center of the country is the country. It was founded and started by Roger Ailes and Rupert Murdoch with that understanding. And now it appears to me that Fox News is more concerned with what the New York Times writes about them than what the audience thinks about them. They have lost their audience. They have lost their way. And fortunately, I hope they'll come over to us because there is a major thread that's not being discussed widely. Everything you're seeing tonight is an illusion. There is no president-elect. Even the term president-elect used right now is a media fabrication. We don't have a president-elect until the electors come and actually elect the president, and that happens sometimes next month. We don't have one. This is still in dispute. The point was raised earlier that, well, there's no concession, but a concession doesn't mean anything. No, a concession actually, from a media standpoint, means a great deal. Constitutionally, though, nothing significant has actually happened. I believe overall, Rob, this is yet a third coup attempt. We had Russia, we had the impeachment, and now we have this nonsense, which is so incredibly dishonest. I just urge all of the viewers out there, social media, watching the mainstream, I know the inclination. We all have muscle memory since the 1970s. I do. I'm old enough to remember turning on the network, and they say, it goes to Carter, it goes to Reagan. That's where we determine traditionally who the president-elect is. They have squandered all of their credibility. We should not listen to them. We need to resist. We need to resist that muscle memory. This is not over, not by a long shot.
Greg, what did you think of Vice President Biden's victory speech? It sounded a lot like every victory speech I've heard from a politician. Yeah,
I mean, it's very, he is a traditional, unimaginative politician. The phrases were straight out of the 1980s, and I notice he's still yelling whenever he speaks. Nobody, as was pointed out brilliantly by Daniel Cameron, the AG, I believe, from Kentucky, nobody is excited about Joe Biden, even on the left. Okay, he is a vehicle for them. So the speech was lame, but the speech also was an illusion. The speech has no significance. Now, you could argue from a PR perspective, it does, and that they have moved, but the game has changed. This is not 1984 or even 1992. They may be dominating the mainstream media tonight. I'm urging everybody to dismiss that because they have lied to us. They have lost all credibility, and they're in a way lying to us again. Calling him the president-elect, again, is a media fabrication. So I'm very anxious to see what happens on Monday with Lynn Wood, brilliant attorney. I'm also hearing that Judge Michael Mukasey, a former attorney general under George W. Bush, may be joining the legal team. This is, look, it took the Trump forces a little bit of time, I think, to get their act together legally. But I believe that's coming together. And we're going to see some very significant developments on Monday, and it's going to be a wild 6 weeks. And if they achieve a victory, finally, Rob, within the next 3 days, you'll see the president's chances are going to increase significantly. He could be successful. It looks tough right now, but I believe he can pull this out.
Yeah, Dick Morris said the same thing. Greg, good to see you.